What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Pooski and welcome back to another video. And ladies and gentlemen, this has to be one of the best bowling TV shows we have seen in a long time. We have 5 legends lined up here at the 2024 PBA US Open. Between them all, it is a combined 89 titles, 28 major titles. Bill O'Neill, EJ Tackett, TROUP, Jason BELMONTE, and Anthony Simonsen. Who will win the battle of the legends? Well, you're here to find out. Subscribe for more. Alright, so for the first matchup, we have Bill O'Neill, who is the 5th seed, going against EJ Tackett. Now, we all know Bill O'Neill is just coming off the PBA Players Championship, which he just won about a week ago. But anyways, and it looks like that little bit of the championship high comes into this game as Bill starts off with the theorem and throws the front 6. But he runs into trouble here as in the 7th frame he leaves a washout. And when he goes to pick it up, he only gets 1 pin. Now, on the other side, we have EJ Tackett, who in the first frame almost leaves a 7-10 split to start off the match. Now he is throwing a ball that I hope to get soon, the Venom Shock. And I love that ball because, first of all, it smells nice. And 2, it's just a good ball. Now we see in the beginning, EJ is struggling just a little bit. The ball keeps on coming high and he's just not looking comfortable. But after that 3rd frame, the man locks in and goes 4 in a row. But in the 8th frame, the ball comes just a little high. Now that 4 pin was loving EJ today. Truthfully. Just like that damn 10 pin. Y'all understand why I say that in a minute. Now in the 8th frame, Bill O'Neill gets away with a little bit of a high strike. But on that left lane, he leaves another washout. And you won't believe it. He only got the head pin again. Now EJ goes on to spare in the 9th, and now all he needs is 2 strikes and 6 pins in order to win this match. Now he gets the first one, but he leaves a wild split and only gets 4 pins. Now it comes down to Bill O'Neill. All he needs is 2 strikes and 4 pins. He gets the first one, but like I just said, this 10 pin was stubborn today, and he leaves it on the 2nd shot, giving EJ clearance to the next match versus the Fro, TROUP. Alright, so the next match we have EJ Tackett versus TROUP. Now TROUP starts off with the VBO, as everyone calls it. That is the virtual energy blackout. And both players basically start off the same. They both have a strike and a spare. But in the 3rd, EJ's ball goes a little bit wide and leaves the 2-4-10 split. Now, Kyle goes on a little bit of a streak. Well, not even a little bit of a streak. It is a little streak. But Kyle gets a double. But like I said, this 10 pin is stubborn. But in the 6th frame, Kyle throws it a little bit tight, and he knew it as soon as it came off. After the commercial break, EJ has trouble carrying the 4 pin in the 6th frame, and in the 7th frame, he cannot carry that darn 10 pin. If I was to sit there and count every single 10 pin that was left during this telecast, I'm telling you, it would be at least double digits. Kyle gets back on a roll, but in the 9th frame, there goes that 10 pin again. Now we come to the 10th frame, and all Kyle needs is 2 strikes and 1 pin to win the match. Kyle comes high in his first ball and leaves the 6-10. He picks it up and then strikes to end with a 2-12. All EJ needs is 2 strikes, and well, basically you could say 3 strikes because it says that he needs 9 pins, but yeah, all he needs is 2 strikes and 9 pins in order to come back and win this match. He gets the first, but on the second shot he misses wide right and gets 7, and Kyle TROUP moves on. Now we come on to the semifinal match, aka match 3, Kyle TROUP versus Jason Belmonte, aka the GOAT. And let me tell you, this was not one of his best performances, and we're not going to spend that long on it because I didn't watch the telecast, and when I went back and I looked to see the stepladder and I seen Jason Belmonte's score, I was flabbergasted. Never have I seen this man score so low. Just know he ended with a 157. And when I go back and I watch the match, he did not look comfortable. He was leaving splits. They were talking about how he was not complaining, but he was struggling with the approach during the week. And literally, you just seen it wasn't the Belmonte aura that usually he exudes. So Kyle TROUP moves on to the y'all thought I was playing. I'm dead serious. I was not spending any time on this match because wasn't a great showing from our GOATs, as we say. Well, that's what y'all say. Y'all know my GOAT is EJ. Now we move on to the championship match. Anthony Simonsen versus Kyle TROUP. Anthony Simonsen this whole week has been bowling top notch. He has been staying up there on the leaderboard and keeping his spot firm on that first place and that first seed. But now you have Kyle TROUP, the Fro. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the match though. Anthony Simonsen, he starts off with a different approach. He comes in and he decides, you know what, everyone's throwing wide, I'm gonna play straight. And he comes out with the gem and it splits. Whew. He moves on over to the left lane, another split, and this time it's with the idol. But you know what Kyle TROUP does? He sticks with that V-bow, and he is rolling. Simonsen sticks with his 2-ball arsenal, I guess you could call it, with the gem on the right lane and the idol on the left lane. But here comes that evil 10 pin on my boy Kyle, and he leads it in the 4th and the 5th frame. And then when Simonsen comes up in the 5th frame, guess what he leaves? You guessed it, a 10 pin. But then in the 6th, he strikes. But oh, don't worry, that 10 pin went away for Kyle for a little bit, and he comes back out with a triple. Simonsen in the 7th, he gets it a little bit inside, but it stays on line and it strikes. But in the 8th frame, guess what he leaves? A 10 pin. Now basically right now Kyle has this match on lock, and in the 9th he leaves a split, but all he needs to do is pick up these 2 pins and he's basically got the match in hand, and that's what he does. And Anthony Simonsen comes out and he splits in the 9th frame, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we can crown Kyle TROUP as our 2024 US Open champion. You know, Kyle TROUP is one of the most charismatic people on the PBA tour, and nobody deserves this more than him. And you can tell how much this means to him, especially after the whole US Open week. I mean, they have 4 difficult patterns that they bowl on through the whole week, and numerous games, numerous blocks. I mean, it's a head game, and it shows that the game of bowling is very, very mental because you have to push through. Congratulations to Kyle. Congratulations to all of these legends making this a nice, legendary major telecast, and I cannot wait for the rest of this PBA season. We litty, baby.